Junkies!
Let's talk about Suicide Squad and kind of what it means really for kind of the new direction of the DCEU or DC movies, whatever they're going to call them. The movies from DC that we're going to get now are not going to be connected. As we saw even with Suicide Squad, had zero relation to the previous movie, like zero. Except for the presence of Rick Flag, Captain Boomerang for all of 10 seconds, and Amanda Waller and Harley Quinn, everything else was pretty much swapped out.
That's 4 things.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but still, but even then they acknowledged nothing that happened in the past.
Possession is 9/10 of the law.
Yeah, but nothing happened in the past, and everything kind of was not interconnected. And Walter Hamada has said that moving forward, these are what DC movies are going to kind of be like. So, do we feel like this is going to be a better direction for DC in general, or not?
Yeah, I think so. 100%. I mean, they already kind of started it. You can't see. Okay. Let me back it up. Yeah. Same actors, different feel. Wonder Woman 2, whatever the hell you want to call it. Aquaman,
the trash heap that was in 1984.
Yeah, they all feel like because even Suicide Squad feels like it's in there, but it's still doing its own thing. I have no problem with them doing that. I mean, not everything has to be Marvel. I like Marvel because of what Marvel did, and that's fine.
All right.
DC didn't do that. And it doesn't matter if they do that because I'm going to tell you something. We've been watching their animated movies for a very long time. We love them. And some of the animated movies is one-offs, just like a lot of comics and graphic novels are one-offs. Why should there be an issue? Get a good story in there as long as the story's good, the movie's good. By all means, have the same actors. Who cares? They don't have to freaking link. They don't have to have the continuity. Because, like, something that was said, Harley Quinn, she had a tattoo on her face, and the actress and James Gunn.
Oh, you're talking about the rotten tattoo, right?
Yeah, so they took it off. Could it be a different universe? Maybe. Who cares?
Yeah, or a lot of makeup.
At least I don't care.
Or a lot of makeup.
Or a lot of makeup.
Or a lot of makeup.
I don't know. I'm with you on that. I mean, again, it's Marvel does connect the universe better than anybody else. That's their trademark. Let them have it because DC tried it and they couldn't do it. So they're gonna have to stick with this style.
They had no plan.
Well, again, we've gone over that ad nauseum, but it's just. Yeah, they saw the money, and they were like, oh, yeah, we can do it. And then it's like, no, you can't, not unless you plan it out. So.
We can do that, too. No, you can't.
Yeah, it's like, no.
Yeah.
We've already figured this out.
We're all looking forward to Flashpoint to see how it wipes
man.
away.
Now, see, that's the other thing, too, right? So if this Flash movie comes out and they kind of just wipe things away or just kind of reset the universe, would you want them to try again? This time with a plan?
No. Because
with
here's
a
the
plan,
thing.
yes. Because there's a lot of. The thing is, they have a much deeper history they can dive into and do really good at it. The fact is, they don't have someone in charge, a la a Kevin Feige person, like with the right mindset to be able to do it. Because
they can have people, they just never support them.
They have a very rich history, much like Marvel does. But again. If we were 30 years ago and we were looking at like, dude, there's no way that Marvel's going to pull off what we think is going to look like DC, because DC has the history, and it's like the fact that Marvel kicked DC's asses in the theaters the way to this degree going into the 2010s, none of us could have predicted that at all, like 30 years ago, and it's it's just
you're absolutely right. Especially based off of their animation. Absolutely.
Some of the people in the chat 30 years ago, they weren't even here yet. But,
that's true.
But that's also true. And again, you're 100% right about that. That long ago, definitely wouldn't have been able to been like, yeah, Marvel's about to kill it. Because some of the movies that they was dropping was trash. Out and out trash. No, and again, here's why I'm not looking forward to this Flashpoint thing. Because they tried to. And again, the Snyder Cut's not necessarily canon, but we already got Flashpoint in Snyder Cut. Like, they keep doing Flashpoint in as much as they can. Barry can go back in time. So let's just have Barry go back in time. They do that all the time on The Flash.
Yeah.
It's annoying. So to do another movie about it is going to be even more annoying.
Yeah, but this time it's going to have Michael Keaton.
Whatever, dude.
And it's gonna have Ben Affleck.
Whatever, dude.
And it's gonna have Supergirl.
Multiverse of Madness. I'll be alright with that.
For me, Like what was kind of tripped out for me, like thinking about like the Flash, like I hope they do this in a way to where it's like, okay, if he's time traveling, he has to actually run through time instead of actually running time back. Cause like that that was like one of the things that was like really weird. It like granted it was a cool looking scene, but like my question in like the Snyder Cut was like, was he running back in time or was he just running time itself back?
That part was actually kind of cool. That part was kind of cool.
Like it was cool, but it was weird because it was just like, dude, how did you
kind of what
just
made it
snap
cool.
into that and just run time backwards?
Well,
Like, the hell?
here's my other question. He said himself, when I approach the speed of light, things get kind of weird. So it's like, this is apparently the first time you've done this.
To this extent, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, so you mean to tell me, and again, we know that the Flash can think in terms of attoseconds and all that. You mean to tell me you figured this out just now?
Right.
You literally just like, okay, and I'm running numbers, and I'm going to do this. It's like, whatever, dude. And again,
he should have started.
I have no
Flashpoint at
problem.
that moment.
It is what it is. That's why the Flash as a character gets on my nerves sometimes. Because it's like, okay, well, I got the mulligan. I can do an ultimate cheat. I'm just gonna run time backwards.
I mean, you could make that argument about like the upper crust top 5 of DC characters in general.
Hey, we hope you enjoyed that clip. Make sure you check out our live content on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/culturejunkies. We also have a lot of content available on YouTube, unboxings as well as Blu-ray reviews. And you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/culturejunkies. And on top of all of that, if you go to culturejunkies.net, you can check out our merch store. The link is culturejunkies.net/merch. There's a lot of great merchandise there. So there's links and logos and stuff all around me. So check those out, and we will see you next time.